Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another fun episode of The Walking Dead, the last season. But of course, this is the BWA bi-week announcement, and also this is the last time we are actually going to be doing anything that revolves around TellTale's The Walking Dead. It's been a long journey from the beginning with Lee and Clementine in the very beginning of the pandemic to now the very end with Clementine and AJ surviving at Erickson. It it's one of those things where you grew up with it. And a lot of people don't know what that means, or the younger generation who watches this stuff, or the young people who are like, oh, this looks like a nice old game. You guys don't fully understand what we, the original players actually dealt with, or how we dealt with the emotional roller coaster for the course of the years that we actually played this game or these games. Like, I remember The Walking Dead came out. The original first season came out when I was in middle school. Then the second season came out, and and then the third, and then Michonne. And it's one of those things where we thought that was the end of it because Telltale had gone under, and no one fully comprehended that we were going to get an ending to Clementine's story. And then we had season 4, which it was kind of like season 2. 2 episodes were made, then a long hiatus, then 2 more were made, finishing the series. And how they ended it to me is kind of lackluster because it leaves a lot of questions. Like, for one, I know from looking at the end, which you guys did, we are missing. Where's James? Okay, we know that James could have died on the boat. Does that mean he died in the cave protecting us? Or, yeah. And we have a bunch of other questions. But apparently they go into Clementine's story in her comic book trilogy, which I will hopefully be able to get the comic books so I can kind of tell you guys the gist of what happens for Clementine. Because apparently in the actual main comic structure, someone got a message saying, and Clementine lives. So I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means for the series, but yeah. And the story, and from what I've read a little bit of the comic, just the reviews, it goes into talking about or showing what she does after Erickson and all that, and her journey in the trilogy. So I don't know how far she gets. I don't know if she gets bit again. I don't know. All I know is I enjoyed playing these games. I enjoyed the story. I enjoyed the ups, downs, and the heartbreak. I'm man enough to say it, and I even said it on camera. For first season, when Lee died, I cried. I teared up. Second season, that choice between either killing, not Carly, Joy? No, Jane. Jane. Yeah, that's a Jane. When you had to kill Jane or Kenny or go alone, it to me that was a hard choice because like she could survive on her own, or she could deal with Kenny, who was unraveling, or you could deal with this new woman who knew what she was doing but was completely antisocial, didn't want to be around people. Then you got into season 3 where your choices affected how she thought, which means like, yeah, you can be an asshole, but then she thinks, okay, everyone has to be an asshole in this world. And then now we imparted wisdom onto AJ, but I don't care who you are, any parent who has a grain of salt will always say they fucked up teaching their kid because they don't think about what they're teaching their kid until it's, oh shit, I shouldn't have taught them that. or oh shit, I shouldn't have said that around by him, that he would then take that and use that as information. And every parent is like that. It doesn't matter if you're the best parent in the world or the worst parent in the world. They feel like, oh shit, that's wrong. And they try to correct it, but the kid has it ingrained in his head. I mean, look at AJ. He saw Clementine kill, telling him all the stuff about killing, and then he said he started to enjoy it. And that for some reason it can be right, but it can also be wrong. So it's, yeah, it's one of those weird things where you don't know where it's going until it's too late. So it's, yeah. So, yeah, and just so you guys know, starting next week, after we get into, the week after next, because next week for us would be Elder Scrolls, and I mean Skyrim. After that, we start up our new series. The new series is going to be, Shadow of Mordor, Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor, where we follow the great story of Talion, one of the guards of Gondor and the Wall for the orcs, and again, Sauron. Yeah, we follow his story as he goes in to try and dismantle Sauron's leap after his family is killed and he is then cursed to not be able to die. So we are already recorded for the Middle Earth all the way up into April. So that is not going to be a problem for people who want to see more Middle Earth, especially because I love recording it because it's so much fun. And after that one, we are going to its predecessor, Shadow of War. So keep that in mind. And I will be doing a lot of recording ahead of time for it, just because it's one of those games where once you start playing, you don't want to put it down. And as you game, you get better and better and better, and it just gets into a point where it's like, yeah, nah, I'm going to have more fun. So, and I will say this, I've recorded 13 episodes already, and I'm already halfway done with the game. So, yeah, so it's not going to be like what I do for Minecraft, where it's record 2 episodes, and then come back in to see the comments, say, oh no, go over this way, or hey, no, go and do this, and then I correct it. I will read the comments now, and then when I do the next stuff in April, you will get a shout out in the beginning, like shout outs to whoever it is, and that's going to have to be how it works, because, yeah, I'm not going to be able to see anything or correct anything until episode 14, so again, thank you guys so much for watching this game. Thank you for following it with me, following Clementine's story from the beginning to the bitter end. And remember, have fun playing in the dark. I will see you guys in the next one. Night.
AudioMicro.com